That Earthshatter drops it, doesn't really get a whole lot out of that right now. Now they get caught up in the Graviton surge from Valiant, and Izayaki claims a kill onto Godspeed. It's a 6v5. Valiant can try to exploit here as Kareev goes in. Fully charged on that Zarya, but it's Izayaki popping up. We've heard so much about that Zenyatta, and it's Kareev and Izayaki getting all the kills.
Charge up, see what they can accomplish.
Oh, Fate being so aggressive here, runs in. Earthshatter doesn't get a whole lot. Spark does pop that Transcendence, so meanwhile Fate got off from the rest of his team around the corner, couldn't get the healing, and that with the Graviton Surge is going to lead to a lot of kills for Spark. It was a small thing, but Fate just being kind of trapped around the corner there is what gave Spark that win.
Isolating members away from
Angle to try to get aggressive here. Oh, Kareev, he gets his Graviton Surge eaten by Rhea, and now Space returns. Oh, and Rhea grabs 3 with the self-destruct, and Izayaki can just float there and cry because that Transcendence does not save you from that Diva ultimate. That's going to be Spark taking the fight, and they will take the first point on Busan.
And that's it, Doa. Those Gravitons so impactful in those fights.
Decrease here before they decide to go in. Kareev running in. He's got so much charge on the Zarya. You can see the damage. Oh boy. Graviton Surge coming in. Gushui does manage to find Kuke. Gets another one. A charge onto Agility. Self-destruct coming up with nothing, but Spark getting a few kills. Now they're caught up in the Graviton Surge. And that's enough for Valiant to hold on to the point.
That time, Doa, they had the Zarya bubble available for Fate on the entrance, and that made the difference because, again, he was able to split up the members of the Hangzhou Spark.
Yeah.
Second time was the charm.
Jumping for Joy. Now hitting 40 here as Valiant comes back in. They want to end this round right here. Oh, but Space! He eats Godspeed's Graviton Surge. And what do we say about Grabs getting eaten, man? It's hard to win a fight afterwards. That said, though, Rhea did get one with the self-destruct, but it is going to be Valiant in the end, able to swing this point back in their favor. That should deliver them the point.
It should, Doa. They had no business winning that after the comp swap. Switching Fate up, investing so much into that last fight, but they do it.
Hey.
A lot of consequential defense.
Pushed all the way back to the point, and now the Graviton Surge comes in from Valiant. Do they have the follow-up here? We'll see. Kareev able to take out Basie, and yeah, Valiant. This is what we were talking about. They used that opportunity to get the point, and they have got a long way to come back to 90% plus. Half health, in a lot of trouble. Kareev charged up, though, gonna drop the Graviton Surge. Self-destruct coming in. Can he get anyone from Spark? No, not quite. Oh, that worked! Oh! Welcome to your doom, Rhea. Self-destruct for, I'm gonna call that the win.
I think you could call it the win.
I think you could call that the win. 98, 99, and map number 1 goes to Spark.
Some of these combos are really a pleasure to watch.
That's right. Explosive, you might say.
Canceled!
Right out of the Deadeye. That's a problem. Meanwhile, Sound Barrier onto Valiant. Paisley coming up big, saving a couple of his teammates, I think, there.
Well, looked cool, but it didn't do much.
Hey, it's all about the style, right? I mean, yeah. Payload's going to get moving here for Valiant, but you made a good play.
Actually, just canceling that Deadeye. Kareev is going to
go down on the payload with that Zarya shield. He's pretty safe here as they go ahead. Oh, nice Earthshatter coming in from Fate. Got some kills off that. Gushui falls fast. There's Rhea getting D-Mech, and they're just going to run all over Hangzhou Spark. That was just a great Earthshatter, man. I don't know what happened. Just caught from Kuki. Self-destruct comes in. Doesn't gain a whole lot for Spark. Gushui finally takes out Fate, and maybe with that Reinhardt down, but no. The defense failing for Spark. Valiant, they're going to take it anyway. That payload's going to move.
Oh, that was beautifully played by the Valiant. I know that was an extended engagement, but they got...
I love it. Izayaki coming in. He knows he's got the Transcendence. They're just going to run over Basie right away. Gushui down. Get the fist from Kareev. And now Izayaki making sure that he stays safe with that Transcendence. Rhea nearly about to get D-Mex here. Doesn't matter. They can't stop him. Valiant. Spark gonna try it again anyway. Going in, Gushui popping that Primal Rage right away, looking to get some knockouts if possible. Agility's taking out first. Godspeed with a chance, but Kareev doing a lot of damage here. Maybe caught by the self-destruct. Kareev looking for more targets here on that Zarya. Hangzhou has lost a couple. Basie does go down. Fate with another one there. So Valiant not out of this fight yet. And yeah, Spark decides to back off. IDK tries to hide, but whoa, man. Now Agility's with that rally. The extra armor might be what they need, but Kareev taking out Spark with an opportunity. 2 ticks already. Here on the payload. Valiant need to respond. They need to stop the Spark from taking this. Gushui, meanwhile, just scattering the Valiant across the entire map. Izayaki knocked out onto the plains. And I think Spark is finally going to get this payload moving. Valiant was so close to getting that full hold, but Spark gets it done in the end.
They still have so much work to do, though, Doa. That delay was all the way into overtime. 2.5 minutes to move through B, and they're competing.
Kushway goes in with a pretty decent Earth Shatter to knock down Agilities. They've got that sound barrier. It's gone now, though. They need to finish this fight off. But no, Kushway taken out. Valiant starting to move back in this one, but Gosby still has so much damage coming out of this Zarya. Doesn't seem to matter, though, as Valiant pushes forward on the back of yet another Transcendence of Izayaki. Man, this guy's good at Zen. That's going to be a great hold for LA.
Props to Kuki. Well-timed sound barrier. The defensive team that's controlling the high ground or the choke has an inherent advantage. Double stun as they charge each other. Coming through that choke, stands right back up, gets the angle, and
here. They've got a lot of ultimates to use themselves. Oh, his face eats Godspeed's Graviton Surge. Good start for Valiant here. Now, self-destruct. Nope, nothing out of that one. Graviton Surge for Valiant. Those going to set up a couple more kills. And now Fate swinging away on the bottom. Gets Bazzi with the charge, and now they can rotate around, trying to play patiently. Godspeed does end up down as well after killing Izayaki, but it's still advantage Valiant on the point right now.
It looks like he might have gotten himself there with the right click.
I think so, yeah. Probably was really low, and sometimes when Zaryas are really low health, you can finish yourself off once in a while, but ooh, big Earth Shatters coming down. Fate, though, the victim actually pulled Reinhardt's taking each other out here, and now Valiant trying to come back in again to finish this one up, and it's going to be tough with the respawns. They're going to need a lot. Oh, this Graviton Surge, and they get a lot out of it. Spark now waiting. No smite there, but you can only delay for so long with a bit of space for the respawns to get back in, but Valiant already over 2 ticks on point B here, and that's 2 kills. Taken out by Space, trying to finish this one off here. Nice sound barrier from Kuki to make sure that Spark...
IDK is preventing the capture, though. They just saw him.
That's that annoying Lucio, man. My rank game anger is coming out for a second there. Doesn't matter. Valiant takes point B.
Would have been different.
That is true. The Winston does make it a lot tougher to run all those squishy DPS here. Hangzhou Spark coming in aggressive anyway. Gosby does get the first kill onto KSF, so Spark making it work. There goes Agilities. Valiant in a lot of trouble here. And they do manage to demech Rhea, but it is all Hangzhou Spark, so despite the change, they are still going to be dominant in this fight here on A, and Rhea just doing some advanced scouting. Here comes in on the Spark side. There's the Graviton for Valiant. Waiting that one out, waiting the sound barrier. They're gonna have to deal with the Transcendent as well. Fate taken out early. IDK finishing it off. Nice ult from Space though. Both Reinhardt's down, but Rhea answering again with a double kill on that self-destruct. He just finds the perfect place to put those, and they're gonna clean up that fight. Can they actually take it faster than Valiant? The respawn's coming in. They're gonna buy some time. Fate low already, gets that Zarya shield to live a little bit longer. He and KSF taking the front line, but there goes Kuki. There goes Fate. Spark doing it, and I think they did it. That was a really fast attack.
The tricky part is, okay, so we have another battle here, but if they need to get on the point.
All right, creating some space with the self-destruct, forces Spark back. They're gonna go in and get the kill on Revenge. Oh, nice Earth Shatter from Fate coming through. Godspeed paying for it as well, gets knocked off the high ground. Doesn't matter though, Valiant cleaning up that fight, and that was just a great move to send out the self-destruct, force Spark to go back and kind of give...
so far, lost a lot of time, but we'll see how much Hangzhou can buy. Can they get the clock down to 0 and force the overtime?
And that's the idea, right? I mean, 14 seconds remaining with Valiant. They're not really letting Spark get in there. 10 seconds remaining. Spark buying themselves a little bit of time. I think they are going to be able to push it to overtime at least.
Yeah, overtime is huge. They're going to get it.
Izayaki down, the spawn still coming in. There's Bazzi taking a lot of time off the clock here. We're into overtime, but KSF with a couple kills. Now no smite there by himself. IDK on the other side. On the McCree, it's being a little bit annoying here. They swapped to the DPS heroes. IDK just kind of walking through it and dying there. But hey, you know, why not? Graviton Surge just kind of tossed out there. Because you can. When you can, you do. That's going to be Valiant. Going up to 4 points. Desperate, man. They need to go in and try to win this 5v6. But Hangzhou Spark, they've got the Transcendence. They've got the rally. The defensive ultimates may be coming up big. But here comes the ultimate. Right on top of the grab. IDK gets caught by it. But Space pays as well. Can't get back in the mech. And that's going to be Spark winning the fight in the end anyway.
IDK, the noble sacrifice, managed to hit the beat to save his teammates. But then
they managed to stay in his suit for now. Fate just waiting for an opportunity for that Earth Shatter. Bazi down already, and as the seconds tick by, it's looking more and more like Valiant have this one. There was a grab eaten space, taking out Godspeed's Zarya ultimate as Spark tries to re-engage here. Another sound barrier for Spark. They're still in this fight, but they're still doing it shorthanded. It's 5v5 though, as Valiant waits for KSF to rejoin, but there goes no smite again. Spark once more without their Reinhardt. Here comes the self-destruct for Valiant. Doesn't catching one, but again, it's all about forcing Spark out of the equation for the moment here, and they can't get on the point. That is gonna be Valiant winning. No kills on that one, but now it's Space's turn. Can't pick up any for the Valiant either. But the Earth Shatter comes in from Fate. He's too low health, he has to back away. Kareem down, but look at that! The payload gets through anyway! The stealth payload push, you always gotta watch out for that.
Well, that's a big loss there for the Sparks. Hangzhou has been fighting at a disadvantageous position on the defense for a while.
Oh,
There's a bad shatter.
I mean, Spark distracted by their own Graviton Surge there, and Fate uses the opportunity to get a big fat shatter. And Valiant's gonna get some real distance on the payload now.
Oh boy, Hangzhou.
That's a bigger shatter from Spark. Izayaki there to cover with the Transcendence though. Now the shatter comes in, IDK knocked down. There goes no smite as well, so Valiant responding with their own Reinhardt ultimate. Maybe does get one onto agilities, but there just aren't enough members of Spark yet to stop this payload. Rhea delaying as long as he can, but there's only so much you can do with that mini diva. At the last moment, in overtime, it looks like Valiant gonna buy themselves a little bit.
Is down, self-destruct, not going to find any targets, and there's a barrier coming in.
Yeah, Kuki trying to save the day here, but another Graviton Surge comes in, and this time, Spark grabbing the kills in space, needs to get the best self-destruct ever. He gets nothing with it, and that's where the payload's gonna stop. For Valiant, they pushed him. The shield's not going to be really DPS through at this point. Maybe another way. There's a Dragon Strike coming through space. Healed through it. No smite. Really, really low though. Got to keep him alive. Mercy trying her best. Rhea does take out Fate too, and so slowly, but I think surely Spark taking point A.
And they are going to take point A, though. The question is, do they swap here?
They perhaps dropped a little bit earlier than expected here. Spark getting really aggressive here as Yaki pops that Transcendence right away, expecting a bit more aggression. Now the grab comes in from Spark. Let's see if the self-destruct can do anything. It does catch Kuki. He did provide the sound barrier to his team early on, but now Spark responding with their own Lucy ultimate and getting in there, finishing off the rest of Valiant. And I think that might be point B all wrapped up there for Spark, and that means they are going to have a good amount of time to push this the rest of the way to tie up this series.
Yeah, even worse though for the
plan anyway. Space with the self-destruct.
Oh my.
Comes in. That's a good one for Spark.
He got that grab so fast.
He really did. He really did. And now the payload.
They were not expecting that grab. They did not know he had grab right there.
He built that
insanely fast.
He started that fight with about 60-70% there, but it seemed like he had it just in a second here. And that might be it. Can they even get to it? Can they even get to it? They can't. And Spark is going to tie up this series.
Well, Doa.
Wow.
They thought they could get away with this
a little bit. They do have Fate cornered. He's going to go at primal range to try to stay alive. And also the Graviton Surge helping keep Spark locked in place. Now Sound Barrier comes in for Valiant. They did kind of double up on the Zenyatta Lucy ultimates, but Kuki does find the poop on IDK as well. So in the end, it is a Valiant team fight win. And at 98%, I think that's going to be about it. Overtime barely forced by Rhea, but nobody else there to get onto the point. They can't do it with the Winston. That's going to Graviton Surge here has to avoid that self-destruct, waiting for the Defense Matrix cooldown to go, and he did. Waited for space to not have that one. Here's the self-destruct again, and that's a big 4K for Rhea. Space just decides to respawn himself, and that was just some great sound barrier. Ziaki pops out Transcendence too. Now the grab comes in on the Valiant side. No smite, no life. Fate getting a little bit low as well. IDK finishes off Kareev, and looks like Spark are going to be able to perhaps close this one out and force us to the third point here. They got to avoid that self-destruct. Jildy's doing what he can. Space on the point on his own, but he's the only one.
And there's the overtime. They're not going to get back, Doa.
We are tied up on Nepal.
Oh, boy.
Bomb combo on the side of Spark. The grab plus the self-destruct. Oh, but it's hard to use if Space eats your grab. Advantage Valiant. Let's see if they can follow up. Sound barrier used to counter the grab here from Valiant. Rhea does get the kill onto Fate, and now Valiant going in with their own sound barrier here. Bazi down. Kareem with a lot of damage coming out of this Zarya, and it looks like Valiant are going to be able to flip the point back again.
Oh, nicely done. That was Hangzhou's only real win condition there.
Great grab here. He's going to throw it into the pillar, keeping him out. It does force OT, though. Another grab coming in from Valiant as well. Space goes down. Rhea caught him with the self-destruct after he was out of his mech. Sound barrier for Valiant as they try to win. Another one! Are you kidding? No smite. Earth shatter after earth shatter, and he is going to shatter Valiant's hopes in this match. That Spark going 2-0 in week 1.
That last point was a hell of a Ryan carry. Those earth shatters were massive difference makers.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.